Joe, what makes Ozzie such a good manager, a great manager?
You know, I think first of all, he knows baseball. You know, he played a key position. You play shortstop, you play center field, you're a catcher, second base. You pretty much know the way the game should flow. He likes his players. I mean, he's confrontational with them, but he's basing, and I'm assuming this, but just, you know, watching him from afar, you know, he's basing what he tells his players and how he makes moves on when he played. And I don't care, you know, who you are. When you play the game for a period of time and you play for different managers, there are different things. You know, you learn things, and yet you're saying, I wonder if this would work, or I wonder if that would work. But the game is so different now as far as managers. Years ago, when I started playing, and I'm much older than Ozzie, you know, the managers could threaten you. They can't threaten you anymore. They can't threaten you, know, because I mean, they can't say, well, I'm going to send you to the minor leagues, or I'm going to do. You can't do that with players. You got to try to reason with them, or get their attention in a lot of ways by, you know, the way Ozzie does things. But you know, to me, the thing that appeals to me, and you take the ability for granted, is the fact that he gets the players' attention. And to me, that's probably the toughest thing to do nowadays.
What do you admire most about Joe?
Well, he got a lot of things I know have, a lot of rings. Right, it's funny because if you look up at the guy, like, it's the emotion, he keeps his emotion down. I'm kind of different. And you always, when they give me the scout report, and I look at, I just want to know who I really want to work against. I don't care who's pitching. I don't really look at it, how they're hitting. I say, what's the strategy manager going to be? He was kind of, especially when it was Zimmer and him together. Oh my God, you're just like, what they going to do now? Who they going to bring? They have so many things go through your mind. Now you're competing against the level you want to compete. I always want to manage him against the guy. Is going to be all of it. I always like to manage against Tony, Joe, Bobby Cox, because I learned something. My associate, I might learn something for that particular game, how they're going to do it. I wish I could be like him, because I wish I can come, you know, see the game. Or maybe I never see him managing one for the younger. Maybe when I'm getting older, then
I got thrown out a lot of times.
I made a little bit, but it just it's something you always try to look at. You know, I see the way he loves his players, the respect. You know, because sometimes players tend to respect you and to love you. They don't. But when you see him, when I saw him a lot, you know, with Jeter hugging and Martinez and all the group of guys that got out there, the way they really care about each other, the way they take care of each other, you try to learn from that. A lot of people ask me, what's your style? So I try to pick a little bit from everyone I admire. And sometimes I pick Lupinella, I pick the wrong one because of the song. I'm all over the place. But if you learn from those guys, and that's why I admire the most. With the love the player gives you for real.